Hey everyone, welcome to episode one of Hoylu Can Do What Wednesdays, where we'll dive into the unique abilities that Hoylu provides project teams to streamline processes, save money, time, and a little bit of sanity along the way. The goal is to keep these videos short but informative, so if you want to see more, if you have any questions, be sure to comment here in the thread. So you should be able to see Hoylu here. I'm going to jump into this workspace. And so I did a little bit of editing up front. So we set up these swim lanes in preparation to pull in that master schedule export. And so what I'll do is actually drag and drop this image of the file just so we don't have to jump around between windows. Hoylu, we've got all that digital white space, and so you can drag and drop any images you want to in the screen. And this is what the file looks like. Two things that I prepped, column C and column E. You don't have to, but it makes importing the results a bit better. So identifying what swim lanes I want them to go into, and then also it's automatically going to create my teams for me, which is pretty good. But you don't have to do that. You can take a fresh export and just drop it in there. The last thing I'll do before I drag and drop this file is I want to make sure I've got a timeline setting. Hoylu is designed to go ahead and start without dates in mind if you want to do that and just focus on sequence. But in this case, we are going to drop in an anchor date of May 1st. You see the dates show up there. And now all I do is I take that master schedule file icon and I drag and I drop that on the screen. The import section pops up. So I want to skip weekends and holidays. I want to place these swim lanes based on the label. And I want to have these come in as planned instead of unplanned or committed. So what Hoylu does is it looks at the column headings of that file and you map them, right? So task ID maps there, the title, task name, team to team, description. You can bring in head count if you have it, start date, end date. Any upstream or downstream connections will come in if you have them in your file. And then label, we're going to go ahead and label that swim lane. Save that mapping. Gives me a preview. This one has 2 pages worth of tasks. I can filter and sort and view them any which way I want to, but because I already have the swim lane labels lined up, all I have to do is select that page, select this page. It gives me an option to extend the plan. So I'll click that, extending 298 weeks, which is a lot of weeks. Don't always want to do that. A lot of our teams that are importing their master schedule are actually doing it in phases, so closer to about 6 months of master schedule data. But I mean, that was pretty quick, right? So what we'll do then is place on the plan, and it sees the swim lane columns and what they're labeled and places those tasks exactly where they're supposed to go. And it places them all in a line. And so what we just have to quickly do here is clean up and resize. Clean up and resize. Actually, that one's pretty short. Let me see that. Clean up and resize. And so what a lot of our teams are doing is bringing in phases of their master schedule. Here, I'll zoom out so you can see it. I mean, that took what, 3 minutes maybe? I don't have a timer up, but pretty quick to bring in that amount of master schedule data. And so what they're using Hoylu for is to better visualize the master schedule, but to also create weekly work plans. How many of you guys have printed off 60 pages of your master schedule and given it to your trades? Or how many are exporting into an Excel workbook and trying to work that way, your 6-week look ahead and all that? So this provides that visualization of the master schedule, but also it creates weekly work plans automatically for us. So with 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, I've got a 6-week look ahead. And it's organized currently by my swim lanes. Maybe I want to organize it by my team. That's 2 more clicks. And then I want to export it as a PDF, print it off, hand it to my trades. It's that quick. So what a lot of our teams are doing, importing master schedule data, visualizing here in Hoylu, using it to create automatic weekly work plans, and then actually executing the work here. So I can come in here. It's a live report. This is a live report. So I can come in here and change that to committed. You can see that it changes here and in the background. Now that's a committed task. pretty sweet. Saves a lot of time, and that's just one aspect of that relationship. I've got some more episodes planned for the future. But again, if you guys have questions, drop them in the comments or message me directly, and we can set something up. Thanks, guys.